about robbing. Shout it, he'll pop on anybody. Shout it, don't care about robbing your ass on camera. Nigga better ask about me. Nigga, I take your chain, bitch. Nigga, I take your main, bitch.
I guess we could start with him. You know, I've really been getting into Ethan Klein. You know, he is my favorite show ever. But, like, recently, I've just really been almost having, like, some type of feeling that I can't even explain. You know, it's out of this world. You know, sometimes when I sit there, I start to feel like a warmth, okay, under my thigh when I'm thinking about Olivia on Tinder. Did you guys know that I have seen Olivia Lopes? I've seen her on Tinder about 6 times, 7 times. You know, but she never said yes. And I was just trying to get some secrets. I want secrets, all right? Melissa says anti-Semitism. All right, let's go to the fucking show. Wait, this isn't it. All right, so Ethan's been having a big week. It's another Hassan week. It's actually becoming, you know, part of the show is really kind of, you know, mostly centered around Hassan Piker. There are, like, little breaks. You know, they've been doing, you know, pieces of coverage with him every episode, but, you know, throwing in other little things to fill time. Nobody wants to see this shit anymore. For me, I had enough. You know, what am I doing with this? I gotta go to big screen. And I've had enough of, like, Ethan cucking, okay, the content. You know, I see the word up there, cucking. But, you know, we're all sitting on the edge of our seat, especially all of Snark. They're wanting nothing but Hassan. I want it all day. I want the fights. I want another debate. It was exciting. Hassan had that gun in the background. I couldn't even fucking believe he didn't pick it up. I'm still shocked by that. It's an assault rifle. It was definitely probably was never there until hey, check the fucking stream, Ethan. Ethan Klein, I got something for you. I know I'm really coming in too excited, but we'll slow down in a second.
Ethan Klein. Go to a couple streams before the debate, see if the gun was there. If the gun wasn't there, he put that gun there as a sign.
All right, let's go. Oh, right.
The real hero, people always say that. But he was a giant dick to Gollum.
I agree.
All right, so here's Ethan, one of my best buddies in the world. He wore a suit on this episode. This is from 7 to Jesus. You know, I can't catch up. I really can't. I for a while I was good with it. I was able to. It's really fucked up. You ever played Mario Kart and you start accidentally going backwards? You're like, whoa, fuck! I can't. Shit! And then you crash the. How did I lose the? I just lost something. What the fuck? Control panel. How did I lose that? Am I live? Oh God. Am I live? Oh, yeah, we are. All right. So, I don't even know what I was saying.
No reason.
Oh, yeah, I can't catch up with anything. You know, sometimes, like, you know, I fall back on a couple episodes, and then I try to, you know, catch up, and then there's more episodes, and I get something called what we would, you know, what people, you know, my dad's universe would call fucking dead meat.
If he heard...
Shh. God damn it, the gun! I need the gun! If my dad knew that I was watching all this YouTube shit, he'd be pissed. I mean, it's not really like a concern or something I should ever even think about, but I'm just saying normal folk. But I feel, you know, almost crushed with content. It's falling on me. I can't get it off in enough time to, like, you know, feel the weight lifted off to me. So it's really fucking bullshit, you know, that, like, all these creators can't slow down for one day and stop putting out shit. You know, I don't even watch LOL. I never really could catch up with LOLCal Live. Never could do it. It was really almost like a fucking goddamn nightmare to watch in general. You know, I was sitting there watching goddamn... I was sitting there watching Boogie. Looking fucking pathetic. All right, so I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to catch up with, I guess, some Ethan Klein. This show's actually kind of my way to hang out with friends and, you know, watch my favorite shows ever. Now, we do have some exciting things. There is actually one of my favorite things happened ever this week that blew me away. There actually was 2 things. You know, during one of the Ethan Klein shows, there was a Red Bar in the Wild. Shout out. Okay. You know, Dan brought him up. Hila was laughing. She was very happy. Now, this episode was kind of like squished with Olivia, like at the end, wearing this. What is this? What is this? This looks like a waiter's, like, you know, vest. And she's got this neck thing around her with a fucking gross. All right, so let's go to the beginning. This is titled Denims. Now, Ethan's getting sued. You know, Denims is taking him to court. She's taking him to task, as some people would say. So Ethan's really fucking excited to, you know, play the part.
Hello, everyone.
You know, he's always said that he was somebody who wasn't afraid for a battle. Now it's exciting for him. He's really getting challenged. He's got about 7 lawsuits. Lots of things going on with Ethan's lawyers' pockets are lined. Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to the H3 show.
Let's hop into
All right,
this.
we're back. It is the 9th of May. It is the year of 2025, and we are here. It is Friday.
Now, I'm really kind of only here for one thing. I could care less about the denim stuff. Now, honestly, all this shit is bullshit. I just like to see Ethan getting all fucking freaked out, okay? It's not happening now. There needs to be more cut. We need more hype. Ethan's already kind of, he's used to this, you know, this thing happening. Something new needs to happen. That's all I'm trying to say.
I've been trying to...
You know, he's not been twitching like I, you know, remember. At least on this episode. He was a little leveled out. I was actually shocked how, like, much I was sucked into his, you know, his jacket. It kind of, like, kept me away from watching Ethan's tics the whole show. It was really a really crazy phenomenon that happened to me.
To have a fun show for...
But, you know, so most of the show, he looked like he was kind of mellow. Okay, he's talking about denims. Denims looking like a bombshell.
About, I don't know, 2 or 3 months now. I go, no more drama, guys. Unless something cataclysmic happens, I'm not going to talk about it.
But, you know, I spoke too
Only
soon.
going to do a fun episode.
I don't know what's going on down here. Now, Ethan's got what we would call the same eyes I remember every time I watch him. Okay, always glistened. So something's going on. A little bit's going on. A little bit. But I'm seeing this right here. This area down here is going wild. Now, this is pathetic to look at, but I need to do it for me. Why?
Unless something cataclysmic happens, I'm not...
So Ethan's legs are going nuts. Ethan's learned how to kind of forces... You remember the movie Tremors?
Talk about...
You know, the Tremors would go in the dirt, and they go, way the fuck down! Okay, Ethan can send his That's actually a really cool idea.
I feel guilty. I don't want to spend.
He sends his ticks down to his legs.
We're only going to do a fun episode.
This is not what podcasts
You know, allegedly.
are.
And
But this is my favorite guy, okay? I mean, Ethan's looking great. His hair looks awesome today.
And thankfully, it's been smooth sailing.
Oh yeah.
somehow these dipshits always manage to deliver. But thank you to My Heritage for sponsoring us.
All right, so let's go to the part of this one I want to show you guys because I really want to. I want to get into the new episode tonight, okay? Because they did a members show on Thursday. Tom with no fucking hair. I'll never get over anybody that just comes in front of the camera. You know, the first thing you see should never be somebody's clean bald. You know, on a camera. You know, I go Thursday. I'm at the edge of my seat at work, standing, running and picking heavy equipment up. Okay. Engines, okay? And, you know, I'm waiting for Ethan to go live with the show. I hear the sound of Tom, no Ethan. Ethan took off this week.
Thank you.
Allegedly. He could have been in the fucking bathroom shitting.
And
you know, Ethan always has a case of the squirts. How many times do you think Ethan makes it to the fucking show and he's in the bath? He can't get out of the bathroom. He's filling the bowl. Okay? You know, he's flying up to the ceiling. He's like, oh, there's shit everywhere. I have shit in my eyes. Ethan's eating. She's swallowing shit.
Teddy Fresh, of course.
Okay. Friends with Tree says, I'm becoming a H3 member. I like their love chat. No cap. I'm an H3 member.
Of course,
I'm in their Discord. You know what it's like in there? It's gross. Everybody has disabilities. I'm just kidding. There is like, you know, Discords that you should never go in. Okay? You're so too happy in there. It's too positive. I mean, this place fucking sucks. Everybody's showing their fingernails. It's too much fingers. Toes and fingers. It's gross. And, you know, it's a cesspool for other people to put their shitty little video. You know, there's a section for creators. You can actually go on there and share a video. You could probably share me if you wanted to. You could share everything I've done of Ethan Klein coverage.
Hila's here.
Okay, if you get on there, all you have to do, there's a little section for it. It's the YouTube creator
Always
section.
lovely to
You could post your stuff.
see you, Hila.
You know, but that's in Minecraft. You don't have to do that, Friends with Trees. Spread the word.
Okay. Spot baby, yeah, woo.
Or, you know, you can put Mike David.
You want anything you want to plug here, or we're just quickly moving along?
Yeah, this is, part 1.
All right, so I'm here for this part, and this part only.
I don't think
We need to find.
So this fucking, you know, this whole thing going on, you know, the battle, Ethan against Hassan. You know, people are starting to go after the crew. It's almost puked air. Okay, you ever almost throw up nothing? People are like, what are you doing? Anywho, Ethan Klein, you know, his crew, they've been getting, some jabs, some slight, allegedly. And guess what?
don't say that at all.
You know, one of the things they were talking about, people were talking about AB saying that he's like, you know, trying to disguise himself. You know, I've been noticing AB's slow transition, you know, transformation.
Bad posture.
You know, from like, you know, having something wrong with his eye, getting the first surgery, to getting the second one, and then, you know, every other fucking day, somebody's showing up after the show to cut on AB's face to fix it. Allegedly. You know, I'm not sure if that's the truth. But I've been watching him shapeshift. And on this episode, something was revealed, and it's really awesome. Friends with Tree says there's a guy trying to expose Mike David as... Yeah, I know. We don't... That's crap. That stuff is not fun.
Nobody said anything. You know what?
This is a glam channel. You know, if you ever want to describe the show to your parents, say it's a glam show, and they'll never want to watch it.
Terrible as
Let's
the
get back to the
Holocaust
letters.
was.
I just don't see why it's a big deal.
So at about an hour and 30, Ethan's hands are starting to kind of rev
You know what I
up.
mean?
Get back to the.
You know, the show kind of like is kicking in. Also the pill. You know, I don't know how many times Ethan swallows down Addies. Okay, left and right.
The letter.
Obviously,
You know, allegedly. You know, that's what I would just imagine somebody that, like, you know, that's on those drugs would do. If they're running a big show.
it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on
people with bad posture.
It was gay people.
Bad posture, people.
But Ethan's lips looking crazy. I've never even noticed this. Is this a new thing? Friends with Tree says, I don't use Reddit either, other than for researching drugs. Okay.
Or they did it on Jewish people.
Oh, they did.
They were also...
You guys remember Arrowwood? Arrowwood was my favorite drug. I bet Ethan knows about Arrowwood. That's where he learned how much to do when he was drinking Robitussin for the first time. Okay? You ever heard of the plateaus? The DXM plateaus? Or what the fuck it was called that was in the cough syrup?
the Jewish.
My favorite afterthought.
You know, I could see that. You know, we really don't know the full story. A lot of people, they put on an act. You'd be surprised how easy it is, okay? I've watched it my whole life. People on Facebook, they see one thing, they believe it. You know, half of these fucking people on here could be paid actors. It's not like they're really doing anything. We're not seeing them outside the show. We could have Ethan, the best actor we have.
Ever.
I'm just kidding.
If you're making an active decision that, like, you don't give a fuck about your health or your posture.
So during this, they're talking about Ethan's posture, and I totally forgot. You know, Ethan has this God angle. Ethan Klein's show, it has like this other camera angle from the sky. It looks like goddamn shit, all right? It's fucking bullshit. They have so much money, and they have so many cords everywhere. They have dogs, bowls right here. Look at that. Now, I'm just saying, this is actually a real concern. You know, my cat loves to bite like plastic and shit, or any like cord. You know, I've seen my cat fucking around my phone cord. I just stop him from the electricity. But look at all this right here. They got dogs from around the bowl. Water's right by this. Look at this thing right here. What if it was cut electric? It's like Final Destination, and it's like a fucking 10-piece. Everybody's fried. Fried!
All happened.
But look at Ethan's posture right here. From this God angle and this shitty camera and all these cords, I was able to see this and have a recollection of Ethan's hunchback. This is like a Patrick Melton type of thing. Oh my God, that's nuts. That is, I don't know if that's always. I don't know if that's really, maybe he's just leaned over a little bit. I would only hope, but that's a lot. Kimberly's here. Hello, girl.
And she is saying that I don't care that my kids eat dog shit and get Giardia. Because I have bad posture, of course. A very good inference.
So part's coming up. This is really awesome. You guys probably already saw it, but for me, I want to go over it just a little
accurate and good faith inference based on my posture. And she's threatening to sue me for defamation.
I've never seen anybody in my life that looks like Roxanne from what's it called? The Looney Tunes movie? Max and what's it called? It's fucking Juggalo Island. I don't remember what the hell it was called. It was the Goofy movie. That's what it was. Max and Goofy, and then there was Roxanne. She looks like a human version of Roxanne. From the Goofy movie. That's crazy. What do you have back here? Oh my God. What is up with Shelf? I hate Shelf background. Fuck that.
If you need a better example of how pathetically divorced from reality these snark people are, it's this. The fact that she even raised $30,000 is just tells you everything you need to know about this whole situation. Oh, brother. You think they're going to ask for that money back when she doesn't sue me? Or is she going to keep it?
Wow, I went way too far. I thought I was at like the hour 5 minute. I need to be right here. Here we go.
Just slouching over, girl. No. It's not that serious.
This is great.
Also, I'm leaning over to do something to the camera.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You guys didn't know about this? Yeah.
You guys didn't know about what, Denims? The dog shit? Oh, you're telling them that and saying, oh, you guys didn't know this? Like an assertion of fact?
Right.
Doubling down on it after you learned that the call was made? Really? And you should feel scared. You should feel uncomfortable from legal aspect. You should feel very vulnerable legally.
This is taking forever. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's taking so long. Ethan, you're making me feel like this is hours of waiting. And then you went to this side. I was like, where'd he go? Ethan disappeared.
And you should be concerned about that.
Look at she looks pretty. Damn. What is her name again? I can't even remember her name. Is that Asmongold?
I want you to be concerned about that.
Just for the record, Ben.
Okay, so this is great. So AB, I don't know why everybody's wearing disguises today. I guess they're all trying to like dress like Lord of the Rings people. Nobody looks anything close to Lord of the... He's looking like Sherlock fucking Holmes. I mean, this is insane. What are you wearing? AB's got a whole new face. Look at this guy. Look at this champ. Looking fantastic. His fucking lips looking like they got some life in them for once. You ever seen anybody like finally get some air in their lips and they're like, wowza kazow, you're like a whole new face. Oh my God, he's got an earring? I didn't even know AB had what we would call the problem. He doesn't have, oh my God, he's got one of those fucked up no earlobes. It's just all the way to the ear. That's so gross. Okay? You need to have an earlobe. It can't just be connected. This is just as bad as having webbed feet. But he's got himself some style now. He's feeling himself. A lot of allegations going around that AB's been under the knife. Okay? AB's been getting some surgeries done. People were saying that he's trying to look less Arab. Okay? Convert his look. And look at him now. You know, his hair's always changed. Pick a hair color. You know, it's not good to keep going back and forth. Ruin it one way. He's also dyeing his eyebrows. Spread that there's not a chance them fucking bitches aren't dyed. They're looking real dark right here. Deep dive. Where's the button? This is so stupid. But yeah. A lot of people were asking questions, making, spreading rumors that he's been going around, fixing himself up. He's dyeing his bit. This is definitely a dye job. This is too brown for your age. Aren't you, like, getting up in the years? What did I do? I did something fucked up.
Panada said I had over 100K
Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is all we're here for.
in surgery to make myself more white.
What?
Yeah, to look less Arab.
Ban Emma
And he
Panda.
looks like
No, he's saying AB.
I did.
that.
Oh, he said you.
I got 100K over 100K in surgery to look less Arab.
He's such a disgusting.
Very credible,
monster.
man.
The white guy said that?
He's not even. The thing is, he's not even Arab, is he? I think
don't know
he's
what
like
the
Greek.
fuck he is. I think he's like a Neanderthal or something.
I don't know, but
I
he's,
think he's probably.
A real nice AB. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That bad Ampernader. I'm not into that shit either.
But
That's
I don't think he's
scary.
developed all the way.
he's a very credible source of information.
Look at Gila's outfit tonight. You know, I didn't even go over the looks. Everybody's dressed. What is this bullshit? What are you wearing? Gila's really trying to go dark. Or Gila Klein. Gila alt Klein. Look at that bow. Now, they've been really splurging. They've been having some pretty cool watch, updates on the show. Pretty long coverage. A lot of people allegedly aren't into the watch talk. Well, guess what? I don't know what episode it might have been this one. There was a lot of watch talk, a lot of it.
Yeah, AB would never overpay like that. He got a way better deal than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, listen, you're half white. Is
But
that
it
that
was
big
to
of a
make me
fucking
look
secret?
more Arab. No, I did get a BBL,
Oh, it was
but
to- wait.
Wow. What do we got going on? AB's got a BBL! This is insane. Spread the word. Okay, so I was watching the show and I almost blew down my legs. My fucking whole body shook. Just on the bed going back. Yeah, I didn't even know this was a thing. Now, I thought like a BBL, that's your ass, right? You get yourself like injections. Is that what that is? A big booty-licious, okay? Brazilian butt. Why would a guy do that? That's fucking weird. Let's go back. Let's hear it one more time.
I did get a BBL, but
Look at AV, man. And he has had work done. The hair, he's had construction up here. Ears done. Ears pierced. He's probably had hairs planted, too. Turkey hairs. From Turkey. I don't know. Find it pretty interesting. Pretty nice. God, you gotta stop. All right, I gotta go back to fast forward mode. So that's all I wanted to show here. I caught that. I didn't even want to watch the whole show anymore. I was getting grossed out. I was like, the whole time, I was like, if I knew anybody that got one of those, I'd have so many questions. A lot of questions to ask, okay? Okay, what's going on? You're getting BBLs? That feels like that's a lot to. Don't you have to cut the whole cheek open? How do you get it in there? And why? AB's like, it was for back support. What are you, Hank Hill? You need like fucking air in your ass? You fucking bitch. What are you doing, man? Air, yo, fucking. I'm just kidding. So let's go to the new episode. So this is the new episode of the show right here. Here's Ethan. Wearing the same fucking suit. This is his new thing. He's becoming a hunk. Is that what you said? Oh, Friends with Tree says AB picked up a trade and he has a potential of becoming a hunk. I thought he was already the hunk of the show. He's married to Lena. Lena Star Killer. His wife works on the show. She's allowed to be on camera a few times during, the episodes, allegedly. Okay, I don't know. That's just alleged. I don't watch my favorite show, like I used to anymore. But, on this channel right here, you can get, this is his wife right here. This is Lena. And AB started out on the show from his house. Ethan had him Zoom call in or something odd. And I'll never forget AB talking about how he can't sleep. He has a problem sleeping. Okay, that's terrifying, okay? When I think about people not sleeping, I think about, the mind and, the games it can play, with lack of sleep. So, anywho.
Hello, everybody. It's your host, Ethan Klein. It's Monday. Is it right? It's Monday. Yeah. No, it's Friday. Okay. I missed the whole body of the week.
Interesting. It's Friday, baby.
I'm all topsy-turvy. It's Friday, baby.
Well, it's Friday. So what happens today? Now they keep talking about Lord of the Rings, which is very fucking disgusting. Okay, we've had Lord of the Rings is over. It's over. No more. The movie's done. Every time I fucking see these podcasts that have the same format. All right. I'm like a lot of other channels. I do reaction, but don't get it twisted. Nobody's taking on journeys like this. So they brought it, today they had a segment on me. It was called Nate Had a Baby. I can't wait to cover that. But there's a lot of watch talk today, so I'm really excited to get into that first. But let's hear about my kid. Okay, I read it. I don't like this show.
It's a Spider
I'm going straight to watch talk. So look at this right here.
Man one.
No, there's no. They're all Marvel
there's a
themes.
Kermit,
They're like
isn't
comic
there?
book themes.
Yeah,
There's Hulk, Batman, Bruce Wayne, Pepsi, Coke.
Okay, so, they keep showing these really gross ones. I've had enough of Ethan and Zach's standards on the show. Gila wants that watch. We were watching for watches the other day. I was fucking watching the show, and they were looking at all the watches of the year, or I don't know, whatever was at Coachella, or no, the Met Gala. Okay, don't even get me started on the Met. Don't even get me started on the Met. We got Hailey Bieber. She's got behind-the-scenes coverage. Look at Gila looking demonic. Emily Rose. Okay? Oh, my God. That's insane.
Smurf, there's
Pepsi,
the Cookie
Rolex,
Monster.
I'll show you guys.
But I like this watch, in a prior episode that was like, ain't really a watch. It had like, a little square with one number. And she thought it was beautiful. And Ethan trashed her, Ethan's into the classic bullshit like this. Like a bank, this is like something that, the same color of a bank in New York.
Fucking, you gotta turn off monster voice, folks!
Pepsi's a great name, and I like it because
I don't
of the
like
name.
it.
There's a Smurf, there's
Pepsi,
the Cookie
Rolex,
Monster.
I'll show you guys.
There's a Smurf.
So you guys
There's
are
a
actually interested in a
zombie.
watch talk right now.
A little bit.
This
And I actually like it, too. I like shows that, take you on a different journey. When I saw the movie Cabin in the Woods, my hair rose up. My pants. Okay, everything got real tight. Really excited. You ever, been like, oh my God, what's going on here? There's a twist. Movies have twists all the time, but when there's twists in movies and twists in realities, it's truly a
That's the Pepsi.
That's the Pepsi, and I love when there's vintage ones that look all faded.
Okay.
I've seen
love
some
the
vintage ones that have
faded
really cool
Pepsi.
color. I think that's called a patina.
A patina.
Also,
It has
those,
a nice patina look.
those old
Great.
school dials are radioactive.
So, Zach looks like he's, I don't know if he's losing weight or gaining it. He's kind of stayed still. He stayed still. What does that say? Alien Nate? What am I? Oh my God. What voice am I on now? Oh, Jesus. Scared me, Shady. Scared me! Zach's looking hefty. He's not losing weight. I thought he was on some type of keto bullshit. Zach's into Joe Rogan. It's a Roganite. Look at this. His eyes are all fucking wrinkled down like he's been drinking. That's a drinking man's face. That's he looks like an ape. Oh my God. Sorry, no more of that.
Sorry, what?
New
Yeah,
sound.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
The loom element they used is radioactive.
So
Yeah,
what do we do with that information?
I don't think
Nothing, Hila, with your bullshit. Now I want to see a better fucking watch. I guess they don't do that. I want to go right into AB's video. Tonight I don't really care much for Ethan. I don't know really, what to cover. He kind of blew my mood.
they also have a mock.
You're not being there Thursday for the members only show. So now they're on to a new subject. The Austin McBrooms. This is fucking bullshit. I need some Hassan now. All right, let's go to AB. Let's watch him. AB star killer of the Ethan Klein show. Posted a video 9 days ago.
Welcome to our...
And it's his new apartment. Now, let me scooch this bitch over here. All right, there we go. Set you down. Park you. They would call this parking. Call this parking. Look at AB looking like he's got that BBL. Damn, boy. I'm looking for that ass now. This is so awesome that we have footage of AB now that I know that he got a BBL. He's going to be walking around knocking over stuff with his ass. You know, he's got that too big of an ass. But look at him right here. They're doing an apartment tour. So, you know, as a kind of a, you know, I would call this an anniversary to me, or, you know, a ritual. Anytime AB does an apartment tour, I have to check it out. I have to see what Ethan's giving him in money to, you know, afford this and also furnish it the way that, you know, AB likes. You know, AB allegedly is one of these people that's, you know, one of those, he's just obsessed with, like, you know, making sure everything is aesthetic. Okay, no cord showing. He's very, they would call that queer. Weird. So I can't wait to explore this apartment. We have this, obviously. This is fucking bullshit, all right? Take this down. I hate the fact that I had this behind me. I had to make something for the fucking show. I could just have a background. Now, I am planning on making more. This is all bullshit, all right? This, fucking, go to camera 2. Hello. You gotta move. Fuck. My point is, I can make a better set. And it doesn't have to be like cheap Amazon stuff that like AB does. You know, every apartment he has this shit on his fucking wall. Okay? He's got these LED Grove lights, you know, straight from fucking Best Buy. Or Micro AB in his pants. Here's his wife, Lena. She's not doing the boxing match now. It's pretty good stuff. She backed out. Anywho.
Apartment tour.
Welcome, guys. This is what $4,200.
I'm really excited to see like what $4,200 a month in LA can get you. Okay, I can already see that it definitely didn't get most of everything we're seeing in here. You know, this is probably installed by AB, of course. AB is an LED mass. He could be like a real guy in the field of Fuck! God damn it! I went way too far. Holy shit! Chucky. Oh my god, Chuck? Chuck it? Okay, we'll get there eventually. I'm sorry, I skipped. But most of his apartments, he always gets them fixed up with these, you know, this Amazon essential stuff, these LED lights. You know, getting this apartment, this was probably not here. He installed that. You know, he probably had to put in this. This is definitely not here. This is not here. This is crap. So here we go. This is AB's new place. Shady says you should talk on that angle more, but really, the weed smoke angle. No! What do you hate my face? Oh, look at this. So he's giving us like a little, kind of like a snippet, a cut through of his apartment. He's got all these fucking pictures, art, custom. Maybe it was his, maybe it wasn't. Somebody gifted it to him. Skateboards. You know, people just, I like it. I mean, I kind of, no. There's no way. This is just crap. You know, he's been looking in magazines. I think he definitely got a lot of ideas from magazines, you know, the layouts. There is actually a Reddit page for men's rooms. He's been looking on there. You know, getting ideas of how to get the aesthetic. Look at this. Wow.
This is the living room. We previously did an apartment tour. Let me preface by saying that we did one previously, and there may be some overlap, but we have a lot of upgrades. We just moved in when I uploaded that last video, and a lot of it was empty.
Well, what the fuck is this? The same place? You gotta be kidding me. This is bullshit. This fucking bitch is just putting out slop content.
Now,
he's redoing it. Now I'm doing it again. Maybe he's like, this time I won't get made fun of. Yeah, you're gonna make fun of. It's even worse this time. Look at this. This is bullshit. This is not even like, it doesn't even look close to MCM. Only MCM. Folks, only MCM. This is Amazon shelf. Soundbar Dookie. Probably on a book. Everybody has to furnish. You know, the look of the house is a book.
Feels like
on the fucking table.
It's complete. Well, more complete at least. This is our TV that we got when we moved in here. This is an 85-inch Samsung. The main reason I wanted it is because it's less reflective, and because we have so many windows on the other side, it makes it a lot easier. The view, we have this cheap Vizio surround sound. We have speakers behind the couch.
Okay, enough. Now, he's putting this out probably to get a couple dollars. Probably trying to get Jay Shetty. Look at Jay Shetty over here looking like a legend.
Has this book.
Look at those teeth.
This is also in a lot of those.
He's got a lot of these here. This is Amazon, all Amazon. What the fuck? Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, that is what we are watching right now. Okay, a furnished house with you know, knickknacks.
Like style.
You know, there is no real style here. You know, you gotta buy something with dust and, you know, a bug inside of
pages.
it.
You've probably seen this light. This is the fake version of a $550 lamp. I'm not paying $550. This one's 30 bucks off of Amazon. Everything will be linked down below if you're interested. Okay, we had to shoot this on multiple days.
Oh, wow. So this is probably a paid advertisement. We're watching, actually, an advertisement right now. This is crazy. This isn't even what I thought it was. You know, we're a minute and 43 in. Listen to what AB says.
Fake version of a $550 lamp. I'm not paying $550. This one's 30 bucks off of Amazon. Everything will be linked down below if you're interested. Okay, we had to shoot this.
Wow, okay, spread the word. So he's just like doing like something for, I don't know what's going on here. He's got links on here. This is a paid video. Wow. Real nice. I thought I was watching a fresh room tour, not you showing off like things that you're trying to, you know, show the people on camera to set. What the fuck? This isn't even a new room tour. This is an ad. Like QVC bullshit.
But, let's continue. So yes, this is the rest of the living room. These couches both fold out to queen size beds. That's why we like them. And also they have a lot of storage in them. This view is really nice. I wish I could show you guys. During the day, it's just mountains. We have a really nice couch that we have in storage right now. But these ones, they store everything, and these allow for...
Okay, I don't want to watch this. Look, I was here for this, really, because I thought it was an AI. AB's gaming streaming room. Let's check it out. This is where the magic happens, folks. Okay, as they would say. Here's Lena's. This is probably where she keeps all her tampons. Okay, spread the word in her probably diapers.
Really excited.
You know, this is a lady's closet. Look how fucking cluttered this is. What are you doing?
Also, I have my cute little Chucky doll.
No, but this is actually pretty nice. This is probably the best part of the house. You know, I saw some pretty decent fits here. Things are folded. No, I'm just kidding. This is gross. There's no room in here. This place is tiny.
This is really exciting for me. Also, I have my cute little Chucky doll. Isn't he adorbs? He's a cute little prop for my stream.
Real quick, one last thing. Lena...
We don't care. They're doing another fucking ad right now. This is an ad. You see this right here? AB's ad. A-B-A-D. Folks, spread the word. All right, AB is now AD. An ad. That's what he needs to be called now. Ad.
Insisted on...
You're over here doing another ad. We're what, 11 in? Guys, just one more thing. Look what he's doing right now. This is called tricking the audience. The dumb audience.
He's a cute little prop for my stream.
Real quick, one last thing. Lena insisted on showing her Galaxy lamp. She got it from Amazon.
Okay, there we go. Showing off another thing off Amazon. Okay, you can find it listed below in AB's info box. So look at this. This is cool, right? This is like, I feel like I'm at Disney. You ever been to Alien Encounter whenever they used to have it, folks? Cleaning my closet right now. Yeah, throw everything out. Or put it in another closet. Okay, forget about it. Bag it up. Shay says you're handsome. I forgot about, oh yeah, Shady was talking about my ankle. I like that ankle. What, the Howard Stern ankle? Oh, you want to see the tat? What the fuck? I can't, we have, I forgot to tell you guys. We have show and tell this week, okay? We have a new member in the family. Okay, or something, okay? It's gonna be a really exciting segment coming up later, okay, in the show if I remember. That's why I have this thing here and I can't go to my camera too because it's in the way. All right, let's go.
Area.
AB's room.
Thingy.
Let's get this done with.
Here it is. I know it's extra. I know it's a lot of lights, and it's intended. I would not have this if we didn't stream in here. But these lights are really cool because chat can interact.
Okay. Okay, and like my fucking underwear. It's all the way up my ass. Okay, what the fuck? So look at this. This is cool. Another shelf set. Everybody does that. That's like a trending thing. What is it with people? And, you know, I understand having stuff is like, it's cool to, I don't know, be a background to something. I don't know. Shelves and like, you know, things in it never really pleased my eyes. It's like, turn it around. I don't want to see these things. Okay, it's like they're all staring at me. They could all fall at once. It'd be a nightmare. It's all I think about with a big shelf. Everything falling at once like a goddamn earthquake coming in hot. You know, AB's rooms are destroyed. And they have a lot of earthquakes here. Look at this. Didn't really line this part up right here. We're looking for cracks. AB's got a fantastic streaming room. You know, he comes in. It's completely LED. This has got to hurt your eyes so bad.
I would not.
I couldn't even imagine. That's why he's got them bug eyes, allegedly. I just made that up. But, I mean, his eyes do look like they're always on fire.
Have this if we did.
Look at all these lights in here. Like, right now, I need these sunglasses. You don't even understand. Everybody's like, shades in the house. Yeah, how about you do a show with squares? Oh, look at this. Big screen. I'll give you an idea. This is right in front of me. I can't see it. Okay, you can't see it. There's two. That's not going to look good. It's going to look like I'm jacking off. But there's two, you know, I got key lights in front of me.
We didn't stream in here.
They're bright.
But these lights are really
I
cool.
could not imagine, like, you know, doing a whole stream in here without, like, you know, shades on.
Chat can interact.
So this is probably about, I wouldn't even be shocked if this is about 10 grand in lights. These things are not cheap. These Grove, you know, interactive lights you can buy from any place that has the lights, okay? And you get them, and they're too expensive. They don't really do anything. They just like blink different colors. You know, that's cool. It's a cool thing. You know, a lot of streamers, you know, they kind of garner an audience and you know, train their audience to, you know, watch other shows that look just like this. You know, they all have this look. It's cheap. That's all I'm saying. AB's got a really shitty dog shit set. I hate this so much. What is this? It's like Disney. I'm like in a fucking dumbass gift shop. And then, what the fuck? Do something cool. Where's the art?
A sub or a follow.
And don't fill the room up just to like have something behind
They
you.
do a lot of cool things. I don't know.
No, this isn't art, okay? I mean, a little bit.
Where to begin? There's so much going on here. There's a lot of utility in this room. Of course, we have the fake window, which is in front of a real window. It's just two TVs.
Look at this right here. So AB created an illusion in this room. This is probably been done by a lot, okay? It's not his idea. He bought these, like, you know, probably like from McDonald's back a lot. He ripped them out with the chain. He took the little LED displays. Oh my God, folks, spread the word. Or he's just got lights here. These panel lights. Just got a little, you know, display in front of it. I don't care. Okay, it's stupid. No more cities. When I think about being up on a skyscraper, all I can think about is somebody jumping.
That I mounted.
I hate the picture of being way up and looking at a city. It's like, get down, okay? Enough. We've seen it.
Sideways. The reason I wanted this is so that the window could be in the shot and we could change the theme depending on what we're doing. Like,
so I haven't really seen much action. He's not really showing much ass.
We're doing a Christmas stream or whatever it is.
So maybe AB really was in desperate need for a new tushy. AB, you know, exposed that he had a BBL, you know, on one of the recent episodes of the Ethan Klein Experience. And, you know, I've been watching a little bit of this. I can't see it anywhere. I can't see it in sight. Maybe it wore off. How often do you have to get new BBL? Is it just to like you know how you have breast implants? Is it you just put that in your cheek? Is that what a BBL is?
We can make this.
Let me know. Spread the word.
Theme. And also, I'm able to feed a window AC unit out behind it because it does get hot in here whenever we're streaming. We have all the monitors going. This folds out to a queen size bed. So whenever we have family stay with us, because there's so much electronics in here.
Okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. That was AB's room. There's a PS fucking 5 for whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is. Give me a break. Here's his camera. Actually, that's what I want to see. How do you have that set up? I like to see people's setups. Oh, you got it in the desk. Wow. What the fuck? What is that? What is that? There's no lens. What's going on with the front of that? Look at it. It's burned. He's got a burned camera. A burner.
Progress this area. Over here, also, speaking of functionality.
Oh, he also, this is fucking nuts. All right, I could not imagine the night before he did this video. He was literally planning to do this in the video. Everything set up with this. What is, the city is stupid. Stop with the city lights.
Here that I could just easily pull. And then it's behind us.
Oh, there we go. You can JO it. That's what I would be doing. Pull that thing around, go to
While we stream and we have a green screen. Amazing. We use it if I'm ever gaming or if I just want to mess around while we're reacting to something.
Oh my, this scared the fuck out of me.
He snuck me in.
Push it back. Bam.
All right, so let's head into something else.